What has it been like? I mean, you've been pretty much nonstop for the last, 14 or so years, probably more. Have you had a second to kind of sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor fully? I mean, I know, if people follow you on Instagram, they see that it seems that you're at least enjoying the fruits of your labor, but I don't know if you've had a time to reflect and, really take it all in from the past 15 plus years.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask me if I had time to reflect, definitely, man. I mean, even though I'm doing a lot of things at a lot of times in a lot of different places, a lot of different people, I have the freedom to do what I want, when I want, and how I want. And that is my number one priority, is my freedom. So I always keep that very close to me in anything I do. And if I lose interest in something, I walk away. And I spend a lot of time reflecting. I have a lot of free time. Contrary to what most people may think, I buy time. I buy time with all the wealth and money that I make. One of my biggest assets that I purchase is time. So I do have a lot of free time, and that allows me for a lot of self-reflection. And actually, that's also why I'm getting better and better at investing, because I'm understanding how the world works, and like your podcast, where things are going, right? So that only happens when you're actually able to self-respect and work and build upon that. So definitely that's how it is. Yeah.
Now, I think it's interesting to hear your take on that because, obviously, as you said, contrary to what probably most people think, people would imagine you to be very, very busy. And I know there are probably times where you are very, very busy. But for you, when you say buying time, what does buying time look like, and how do you go about it personally?
Buying time in very simple terms is you set an hourly rate for yourself. You think this is your hourly rate. And then anytime you have to do any of the menial tasks, like washing your laundry or stuff like that. And if you think that thing's going to take this much time, and if you could decide, is this something that you want to do yourself or outsource and hire somebody to do it for you? If the cost to outsource is lower than what you are making, what you were potentially making, then it makes sense to outsource and not do those things yourself. So this is what I tell people. That's how you buy time, is actually getting other people to work for you and deliver results for you, so you have to do all the grunt work yourself. So that's when it comes down to buying time. I mean, end of the day, I have 200 engineers working full time for me, building products and solutions that I get a lot of the credit for, because I'm the one who's on the face, and I take them to market. So I'm buying their time, right? I'm buying their time to work for me. When you pay a salary to somebody, you buy their time.
And for you, when you, to get to the position you're in today, I'm more curious about what now your daily schedule is looking like now that you're outsourcing, the things that you don't want to do or you don't have the time to do, what your daily, schedule looks like as a manager of sorts.
Yes. I mean, my schedule is very, very haywire, because before COVID, I was doing 120 flights every year for the last 5 years. So I was in a different city, every other day. And the schedule will change around meeting people, interesting people. I never eat alone, so always eating with interesting people, and finding opportunities that I can invest in, and companies that I can empower, and the companies that I can help grow. So, and I've spoken at hundreds of events, and a lot of the times I was also speaking at events, and then also managing with my team and following up on what our companies are doing and how much progress they're making. Right now, it's getting back almost to that same level where I've been traveling a lot, getting around a lot. Obviously, there's not that many in-person events anymore, so it's a lot of Zoom calls and podcasts right now, like we're having right now. But yeah, I mean, it really depends. I decide my day when I wake up. I try to keep my calendar very, very free. I don't try to fill up my calendar with things that I can delegate to other people, and I only pay my attention to things that I really want to do myself. And that's how the day goes. And I have the freedom to change things around. I mean, I walk away from a business or investment or company or a task at any time without any regrets if I have lost interest. If I lose interest in something, I'll walk away without a regret.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at felix.levine. And if you have something to say, please leave a comment.